We have the veteran and the newcomer. First of all, your character's back, obviously, and she takes on Dolores in this one. So
Yes.
tell me about that.
Does she take on Dolores? Well, the character coming back, I mean, it wasn't obvious to me. She's left in a rubbish heap. Westworld is destroyed.
Yep.
So it's kind of a surprise. It's surprising.
Yeah.
We know she's coming back, obviously, because of the trailer and stuff, but it's how on earth that happens is a mystery.
Yeah.
And discovering that, the mystery is very cool. I think it's a fantastic season, the way they've managed to create new storylines and the new characters and a whole new world.
And it really is a multi-layered show.
Oh, yeah. But I feel like this is the beginning now.
Yeah.
This is the beginning.
In what way? Tell me more about
Well, I feel like season 1 and season 2 were a preamble to the beginning. This is where the show starts.
Okay.
For me.
And this is where they go out in the actual world.
The actual world.
Time for revenge.
Yeah, right? Okay, so tell me about your character.
Well, the real world, I control. I control the real world because I have access to all the data of the world. And so I know everything about everybody. What do I do with this information? That is part of the show. But the interesting thing is that I control the world, but nobody knows anything about me. So it's a very mysterious character that can control everything from the shadow. I have people like her coming into my world, and I have to deal with them because they are a menace.
Okay. So you have to figure out how to handle that. Did you watch the show before you took on the role? Were you a big fan?
Yeah, both seasons. I really liked it. I thought it was a very rare kind of storytelling. It's adult. It's an adult show, which is rare.
Yeah. And it's obviously about the battle, between AI and the human world. So do you think that what kind of theme would you take away from that in terms of what we have to be careful of in this day and age?
Sharing your information. Sure.
But it's already too late, I think.
Yeah.
Sharing or just having it taken from you, right?
Just releasing, yeah. It's the George Orwell Big Brother predicament. I have no idea what that means, you know, in terms of people having your information. But of course, if we're going to be in this dynamic where we allow a government to run our lives, then, they can use our information. And the only way that we can really retaliate is to rebel, and that's chaos.
Right. Is there anything that's happened in your own life that's kind of made you think, oh wow, this is really getting ahead of us, technology?
There's this thing about, you talk about something and suddenly it appears on your screen.
Right.
So
I always think about our phones and Facebook and you
How about the Lehman Brothers, the crash banks? I mean, that has had a lot to do with artificial intelligence, our reliance on these things.
Yeah.
Banks scare me, really do. I mean, I remember dating this guy way back when because he'd had issues with the bank or whatever, and he would, as soon as he got paid, he would go to the bank, take out his money, and he kept all his money under the floorboards. And I'm like, that's not crazy.
No, it's like grandpa style, but still, it is a smart idea because you don't know where it's going. You haven't met these people.
We rely on it so much.
But
Yeah,
we
rely on it so much.
You're not allowed to pay anything with cash anymore.
Oh, really?
Cash is disappearing. It's just
I know.
numbers.
Yes.
It's
That's
true.
right.
There are some places that you go to now where it's like credit card only, and
Of course.
you just don't know who has access to all that stuff.
But it's also, if there's a fault in that system,
yeah.
we rely on it utterly. Utterly. We're becoming more and more stupid.
Is there anything that you think that you rely on as far as gadgets go, like your phone, that you would say that there's an over-reliance on in your life?
The phone definitely, but there's no choice. This is the way that it goes now.
Yeah. So it's not an over-reliance.
I lived without a phone, but all the kids now, they don't even know what it is to be without a phone. So it's becoming like a part of you, really.
I can't even imagine, whenever I was in school, we didn't have any of that stuff. We really didn't. We had the internet, but we didn't have, social
Everything
media
available,
didn't exist.
I had public telephones. That's how I spoke to my
I
parents.
remember that.
you know, and I figured out how to open the thing so I could just keep putting the same coin back in. It was great, man. Whoa.
Landlines, that's something else too, you know?
Yeah, the phone that went round and round like that was so great.
Oh my God, I love those. Those will come back eventually, you know that.
Like record players, yeah.
What's the thing that people should be looking forward to the most about season 3?
Another world.
Yeah, man.
It's still Westworld, but it's totally different.
Oh,
it's
blown open.
Yeah.
Into the
Blown
future.
open.
So it's not, the storyline is necessarily, it doesn't jump from timeline to timeline. This is more linear.
We're still with the
this time?
same, we're still with the original protagonists.
Yeah.
But who they encounter is taking us into a new world. A
Our
brand
world,
new world.
Right.
actually.
I love it. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.